Hi there, I'm Tanya Gabrielle, Wealth Astronumerologist, and welcome to your mid-December and Sagittarius new moon forecast. I love this time of year when the abundant and joyful sign of Sagittarius, the new moon in Sagittarius, takes us into the holiday season with so much joy and abundance. You know, that arrow in Sagittarius is pointing upwards into the heavens. And this month, the door is wide open because that Sagittarius arrow is pointing directly through the 1111 gateway into the galactic realms, into other dimensions. And that's because the new moon happens on December 11th, and all of December this year is an 11 universal month. So that means the number 11 is activated all month long and magnified with an extra emphasis 2 additional times this month, including this Sagittarius new moon on December 11th. Now the second time occurs on the full moon on December 25th. Now that's an extraordinary moment, which I'll cover in the next video forecast. But let's go to the new moon right now, because the number 11, first of all, is made up of 2 ones. The visible 2 columns standing side by side, a powerful portal into eternity. It's a gateway into the unknown where you can experience the eternal, the ultimate experience, feeling the eternal in every moment. So 11 is that gateway into new dimensions, new realities. And since it's being activated in December all month long, you're leaving behind the year 2015. You're stepping through that portal into the future and moving forward into 2016. So it couldn't be a more symbolic moment of starting fresh, with Sagittarius helping to point the way upwards into the stars. So this 11/11 new moon is all about gaining a totally fresh view of your life. New moons signify new beginnings anyway. So when the number 11 is triggered in both the universal month and the actual day of the new moon on December 11th, the message is really utterly about renewal, of starting fresh, taking major strides into places we couldn't have imagined just days or weeks ago. And it's really a pivot point. You're on super drive, navigating your life into new, wonderful adventures. And what makes this new moon even more exciting is that it's in, of course, Sagittarius, which is a fire sign, a bold sign. It's filled with confidence and focus, and it's eager to step forward with joy and expansion and so much hope. Sagittarius will fly you anywhere you want to fly, anywhere you focus on. It's symbolized by an arrow that points diagonally to the right, into the future. So you're literally poised for liftoff with this 11/11 new moon, directing your life into this new reality, this new way of living your life. Now, Sagittarius is also the sign of truth and wisdom. So the aha moments that you get now about any situation are going to feel undeniable. And this goes for everything, everyone. Remember, that arrow points to the future, and you're getting really big insights about where to direct your life. So every sign, every planet, every number also has a shadow side. And for Sagittarius, that shadow means you also want to watch for being overly critical, so that's the opposite of wisdom, right? Or overly intolerant. I know better than you kind of attitude. So that's the opposite of being generous and grateful and expansive, which are the positive, true expressions of this beautiful sign of Sagittarius. So the sun and moon join together to form any new moon, right? And so with this one, they're creating a sextile, which is a 60-degree aspect to the planet Mars. Now, Mars is in a position that energizes the joy of Sagittarius. But at the same time, this transit also is expanding the Pluto-Uranus square with a surge of energy, because Mars is in the midst of a volatile T-square with Pluto and Uranus. Now remember, these 2 planets, Pluto and Uranus, have been squaring each other for the past 3.5 years, and right now they're coming back together, not completely exact, but within 1 degree of each other, and that's happening over the next 2 months. So Mars is now coming in, right? Like this, it's opposite Uranus and squaring Pluto, and that will set off fireworks. And it's been happening already. Mars is our drive, our vitality, our energy. And so Mars opposite Uranus brings the unexpected. It speeds up the pace of life, and it can really leave you breathless because it's so intense and nonstop, and it's ever changing, and it can trigger impatience because of that, right? So be aware of that. Now, Uranus is in Aries, which is the sign ruled by Mars. So this really is a double Mars energy, and it means you want to guard against possibly overreacting, right? So the pot is boiling. You'll need to be aware that you may want to sometimes overreact, or you notice others that might be overreacting. So just take deep breaths, center yourself before responding. Fortunately, the divine universe always provides a balance, right? So in this case, the balance is a wonderful answer to that tension. The sun and moon are forming a gorgeous fire trine to Uranus. And that is really good news, because you have a fantastic way out if you feel that quickening of energy. And the way out is embracing a brand new original idea. That totally allows you to bypass the tension, because Uranus is the genius planet. And when Uranus is lit up by the sun and moon in a trine like this, you've got your genius quality available in a big way. So you've got instant options, new options. So be open to seeing any situation from a completely unexpected angle. You know, it's so refreshing when we can bypass any volatile or stressful situation, because we open up to receive wisdom. So this is your chance now to breathe, stay calm, see the light of the sun and moon reaching into a part of you that is full of innovation, full of creativity, and ready to break through. Also remember the 1111 gateway. It is active, right? That portal is freeing you up from the past, and it's opening brand new magical doors for you. Doors that place you in the present time and allow you to regenerate with every new breath you take. And here's the other wonderful thing to remember. 2015 is an 8 universal year, and we're still in this year. 8 is a powerful magnetic force, especially when activated, as it is this month, by the 11 portal. So in this final new moon in Sagittarius, the sign of expansive joy and happiness and laughter, this is the message. You want to laugh whenever you can, especially when you're facing any kind of stress or challenge, because a good laugh is like an instant cure. Laughing melts your ego. It opens up your heart to welcome wisdom and gratitude and inspiration. And it gives you an abundance of new options because you're relaxed. Because laughing connects heaven to earth and earth back to heaven. And that interconnection between heaven and earth, between you and the infinite, is also symbolized by that upper and lower circle of the number 8, right? That connection. So Sagittarius, the 11 gateway this December, and the number 8, those 3 factors are pointing you in every way, shape, or form to be feeling free and to feel joy. So have a good laugh, because it's the instant relaxation tonic. It is what opens you up. A relaxed you is complete and connected and flowing and spiritual and in tune and present. So play with this wonderful energy, this 11 portal merged with the spiraling 8 energy and Sagittarius. Play with it over the next weeks, because when you can laugh and joke around and receive, you'll be amazed at how much fun you can have no matter what the situation is, because your heart opens up to the infinite opportunities, infinite answers, no matter how much stress you're feeling. So hang out with people who bring you the giggles, or bring yourself to giggle. It's really magical energy, and it's right in line with the Sagittarius expansion of abundance and joy. Okay, so let's go back to the topic of T-squares, because there's one other one that's formed by the new moon this time to Jupiter and Chiron. And this one's very healing and very beautiful, because the sun and moon are joined as one at 19 degrees in Sagittarius, and 19 is the Prince of Heaven number. It symbolizes the light of the sun. That's what the ancients referred to it, Prince of Heaven. It's such a beautiful message for a new moon. And in this T-square, which is just a way of showing you there's a lot more energy. T-squares are about movement and activity. So this T-square, the new moon in Sagittarius, is reaching out to Jupiter on one side, Jupiter in Virgo, and Chiron in Pisces. Now, these 3 signs, Sagittarius, Virgo, and Pisces, are all mutable signs. And this is very important, because this T-square moves us from the cardinal sign emphasis of the last 8 years into the mutable. Mutable means we're more pliable, flexible, open, adaptable than we've been in a long time. So that plays out with a whole new, more fluid and flexible perspective on your life. Your experience of life is literally changing. And Chiron in Pisces brings huge emphasis on healing the past, being set free of the past, so you can explore what's in front of you without looking back for answers. You're looking forward now, so nothing can hold you back. It's really, really exciting, this shift that's happening now with the mutable sign emphasis. And again, the 1111 code unleashed during the Sagittarius new moon, it magnifies that as well. It brings the mutable storyline to the present moment, the gateway. It enhances the energy, and that means very rapid changes, incredibly quick shifts, turning points that occur from one moment to the next. And this can also feel like we don't know what's up, we don't know what's down, right? So again, we have to consistently recenter our energy to stay steady, grounded, and poised. And this sense of mutability is also represented in the long-term square between Saturn, which is all about stability and security, and Neptune, which represents dissolving barriers and being free to merge with everything and everyone. So we have reached a period now where the only thing that matters, the only real access we have to security is living one moment at a time. Letting go, letting go, letting go. So we can receive the gift that were not even on our radar screen moments before now, and let go of wanting to control future outcomes. Rather, be open to miracles. And if you know, by the way, from your birth chart that you have either your sun or moon or rising sign or a strong emphasis in Virgo or Pisces, you'll feel these shifting tides even more, because the lunar nodes are also now in these two signs, Pisces and Virgo. So life for you is going to bring many, many rapid blessings in the next months. And here's what I want to leave you with, because there's one more lovely sacred aspect being made during this new moon. Venus is currently in early Scorpio, creating a beautiful exact trine at 7 degrees to Neptune in Pisces. This is so exquisite because we have the planet of unconditional love, Neptune, in its own sign of Pisces, merging with Venus, the planet of human love and abundance. And this is happening in Scorpio, where Venus is. And so this is like we're beginning a passionate new journey into love. You're so open to love, to being in love, to realizing that love on a higher spiritual plane is available to you more than ever before. And this is love without conditions. This is loving in a spirit of total freedom. Giving freedom, having freedom, loving with all your sensuality, loving with your empathy, and the abundance of your love translates into prosperity all around you. So really, during and in the weeks following this Sagittarius new moon, you'll feel very activated on the one hand, right? And calmed by the exquisite loving energy on the other hand. So it's like this balance between yin and yang energy, a reflection of the number 8. That also is about the above and the low, right? This is the above and below is what defined all of 2015, the feminine and masculine balance, the invisible and the visible. So I'm so happy to be able to share this profound and powerful message with you. So take this moment on December 11th, let it carry you through the month, through the holidays, right up into the new year of 2016, that royal year. Now the winter solstice on the northern hemisphere and summer solstice in the southern hemisphere recalibrates us on December 21st when the sun moves into Capricorn. So look out for my full moon forecast, because this full moon happens on December 25th, like I said, Christmas Day, and I'll be releasing that shortly. Have a wonderful, wonderful 11/11 Sagittarius new moon and fabulous mid-December, and I'll see you soon.